I would like to say here that uh, there has been one peak margin policy that had come around in the month of November,
Yes,
December. How
yes.
that peak margin facility actually impacted BSE, and whether it was in interest of the investors or it was a detrimental. So, what was the objective for it, and how it actually impacted when it was enforced? So, peak margin facility, when it was enforced, the notion it with a certain objective it would have been enforced. Now, when it was enforced, what impact it had on the turnover or the business for the stock exchange, and how it impacted clients, whether it was a difficult thing they did for it, yeah, how it transpired, yeah.
No, sir, it is very good thing they did for the long term because there was too much over leveraging was going on in the market that was compromising the all risk management system at broker and client and even at exchanges end. There are a lot of brokers have defaulted in last 2 3 years. A lot of over leveraging were happy, and it had impacted volume little bit for 2 3 weeks, but now everything is back to normal. It is a short term pain for 2 3 weeks. Now volumes are same as before this peak level margin, and I don't think, and it is in the safety of long term market and to ensure the risk management in a better way.
Okay, great. And we have actually now people started raising hands for it. So I would request you guys to please wait till the end of the session, because there will be a separately dedicated question and answer session. Or you can also put your questions into the chat, and we can be taking it up with your name. And we may also allow you to join into the Q&A session as it happens, because people are now started asking it. Yeah. So lastly, with your session being wrapped up, like Dr. Ravi Sauter said, no, Dr. Sauter is always too an intelligent guy. He knows that he has all these six panelists here, and he has said, "I need three golden rules." And when you have six people on the board, six threes are 18. So he's having his whole pocket filled up with all the golden rules. So he will be having say 18 golden rules. So I would request you to have your three golden rules, which would act as a compass for the investors. And what would you like to say, seeing this COVID scenario? With 5 year vision, what is a strategic insight that you would like to share, or three learnings that could be an insightful for investor?
Sir, for investor, it is only investment. From exchange point of view, we only encourage investment and long-term investment. And medium to long-term investment, we discourage the trading, speculation, that kind of stuff because it's a specialized job. That is a
Mhm.
specialized job could be done by the specialized traders having the infrastructure technology in place. For a routine investor or the person like Dr. Saab, it's not possible to have spare time for this day-to-day trading. It's not good. Either they should hire some specialist or go for investment. Plain investment, long-term investment, and a mutual fund and ETFs are the best way for the going forward to have long-term investment. Because if we believe the India growth story, so investment should be long-term, and the mutual fund and the ETFs are the best way to enter into market.